Hi everybody, welcome back to Pallegney on Farming Simulator 25. As you can see, we are starting to do our grass work, and we will probably have to lease in a tedder and rake to do this. I think we're going to make some hay so that we can hit that tree, so we can and look at getting our goats. I'm still going to hit that tree. So you can also see in the top right there, I have a cultivating contract on the go that I have an AI worker on at the moment in field 67. So that is going to make us 18, nearly 19 grand. Using contract boost, so we are getting 150%, so we're getting the normal cost plus 50%. I don't want to be doing too many contracts. But we will do some as and when required for getting some income. But yeah, our grass fields aren't very big at all. We have two of them. We have 92 and 90, both some distance away from the yard. So we could possibly look at future, maybe selling these and buying something a bit closer or something a bit bigger. For the headlands, I think we will most of it by hand, just make things easier with field boundaries, and then use GPS to finish up. I hope you're all enjoying the series. Definitely enjoying the map. I do have to say, my Moss Valley one, the views and everything on that, just the map's a really nice map, really enjoying the map, but the contracting series, I don't think I'm going to come back to it at the moment. I think we're going to concentrate on this. It doesn't seem to be as popular a series as a normal Let's Play. So I had contemplated putting the realistic weather mod back in here because it had a few updates, but it's still broken, I think is the easiest way to put it. You're going to take a bit of work, I think, for it to be working properly. It's got a good idea. But yeah, it still needs a lot of work. It's the closest thing we've got to seasons from FS19 when I started playing, and apparently very similar to seasons in FS17. But we're getting through this. It's a decent width, even though we've only got the one more. We've got one on the front. It's not something I use often as a base game more. I do like my more modded stuff, especially UK stuff. That's what we started with, the starting equipment. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it. It's got a decent width. We will look to upgrade to having a front mower and possibly some butterfly motors in the future. I think we will just, because the shape of the field is going to be so much easier just to continue this by hand, I think, than trying to use GPS. Although from this angle it's probably not too bad. I did contemplate putting enhanced vehicle on this. So just the base game worker, but I think we will just carry on with the base game worker and GPS. Although it does have a little bit of limitations, it's not too bad. We'll have the atmosphere down here beside, I think, a river or some ponds down next to the river. Water looks good. I'm definitely getting happier with my textures the more I play about with a few different bits and pieces. Still reckon it could be better for the system I now have with the 4060 Ti and whatnot, but I know it's not just myself that's having texture issues, and those with much bigger systems are as well. I was watching a Farm Sim guy stream and he's using an overclocked 3070 Founders Edition and was having a lot of texture issues. The game just isn't as optimised as it should be. Hopefully Giants might pull a finger out and get there. We're also having the issue with, at the moment, with mods and Mod Hub. On times, I know there's a lot of mods have been sitting there since January. Hopefully, we have had quite a drop over the last week or so. We have managed to get a decent drop of mods. I know that it's irking the modders quite a bit. Some are not wanting to deal with Mod Hub anymore, and they're just going to deal with their own itch pages, etc., or even third-party sites, which is a shame because it means console players will miss out on the mods. So fingers crossed we get some kind of announcement from Giants that they're going to try and sort the mod testing process. Yeah, it's not taking too long to batter through this field, so 10 minutes to get this one done. So I don't think we have a tedder or a rake at the yard. Just quickly double check. Definitely would need to lease one in. So I'll just have a quick look in the garage. I can't wait for the mod that's coming out that makes things easier to find your vehicles in, because it's in the store. It doesn't look like we have a tedder or a rake. Nope. So what we'll do is go into the store. We can't really afford anything at the sale. Don't have sales customizer in there. So we are looking for grassland. I'm just looking to lease in a decent working width, 8.2 meters. So basically £800 to lease that, so we can lease that at the shop. And I think we will probably the same, we're using class equipment. I know it's a bit smaller, but we will make it the 8 meters. And we'll lease that one in as well. So I think on that note, I will get this field finished and the other field. Cut. We'll get the tedder and the rake. Also, we'll get these all ready to be baled up, and I will be back with you after the time lapse. To hopefully get some hay baled ready to buy some goats. I'll be back with you all shortly.
All the blood rush before me, I feel a flood in my head. I'll be here all through your daydream. I'll be here inside your bed. Rooftops and ceilings, the only thing stopping us now. I'm drunk but I'm sober, I stand up and take a bow. Yeah, if you would be me, if you'd only feel 10,000 acres and broken ideals, well, what would you do? Would you play the game, talking like everything still is the same? Headaches and nightmares, you'd shake it off if you try. Breaking the truth into fractured ideas of a lie. Yeah, if you would be me, if you'd only feel 10,000 acres of broken ideals, well, what would you do? Would you play the game, talking like everything still is the same? Rooftops and ceilings, the only thing stopping us now. Yeah, I'm drunk but I'm sober, I'll stand up and take a bow. If you would be me, if you'd only feel 10,000 acres of broken ideals, well, what would you do? Would you play the game, talking like everything still is the same?
I won't make it easy for you now. You got 2 minutes of my time, and I don't really break too easily, but I'm worth it, 'cause I
So here we are back at the yard. That's there's 2 fields raked and tedded for hay, ready to be baled. The one thing we do need to do is we need to go via the shop. I didn't realise how close the fields were across that way. I want, in the future, if we buy the fields behind us, we can have a track over there. Now, I don't think we have a workshop trigger here, so we will need to nip up to the shop to repair this. I have left the mower at the shop. We'll need to pick that up, and we'll need to pick the tedder up from one of the fields as well. But yeah, that was a quick time lapse for you, but that was a good 35 minutes of tedding and raking for me. Get some beacons on. So, semi-decent working width, maybe not the quickest speed. Working speed, but yep, it worked. So now we just need to find the trigger here at the store so we can repair the baler. It's probably not going to be cheap. So we're in the trigger there. We can find, there is a workshop trigger. Okay, not too bad. 1,300 quid. I'm using the paint and repair mod, so that's probably why it's so much cheaper than it would normally be. Hopefully that will there's a bit more speed when baling. I was really struggling with the straw there for a while, although using it on the John Deere, it's a little underpowered as well, and the gearbox in it just wasn't great. Now we are heading from the store left. Yes, okay, come on then. Okay, you let me out? Fine. So they're not very big fields. I'm not expecting a massive amount of bales. I'm sure this baler only does 125s, so we do need to upgrade the baler in the future, and it'd be nice to get a baler wrapper combo, I think. So as I said, I left the tedder here that we will need to pick up. We'll take it back to the yard, and as soon as we can afford it, we shall purchase it. Now that's what we also need to do. The worker, once it saves, did finish his contract on field 67, I think it is. Completed that a while ago, so we will get ourselves a nice 18, nearly 19,000 in the bank. Which, now we want to go here. We do have a 35,000 loan, so that's not going to be too hard to pay off. And we do a few contracts. Yeah, moving much better with a repaired baler. So I still haven't found where we have our building materials that I was hoping to find to sell. The cement bricks, prefab wall planks and wood beams. To switch on automatic drop. Yeah, we can't find where those. I haven't found where those are. I need to go and have another look. If anybody does know, please drop a comment below or jump on my Discord and let me know. So I do also have a Ko-fi sponsorship that's still running in the background. There is a link in the description. Where with the Ko-fi membership you get access to another channel in my Discord. You get to watch videos the day before release. You will also get invited to join in with multiplayer videos and live streams. I do intend to come back to doing some live streams in the near future. I'm going to try Streamlabs for that instead of OBS. There's so many issues trying to live stream with OBS. Either getting a black screen, or no voice. So once I get everything for that set up, there will also in the future hopefully be a multiplayer server set up for sponsors to join. So if you would like to, you can. Every little bit of sponsorship would be appreciated. If you are on Discord, just pop over and say hi. Do try to respond to everybody. Do try to respond to all comments and videos as well. We're getting a few bales off of this. The yield probably not greatest. I didn't check to see how well fertilised or anything it was. But with them being 125 bales, we'll get a few. A bit deceiving, really. But we can look at the contracts and see if we can get some mowing contracts where we can then keep the grass so we can get some silage, although we do need a wrapper, but we can get some silage to then enable us to get our buffalo. Also using a new mod that came out the other day that apparently disables the blurry background in the distance, so that has sharpened up my image a bit in the distance. It's gotten away from the background blur. Definitely adds something to the game. One thing I could do is maybe playing with increasing is the ring of death, if you want to call it that, which seems to have become quite small again. But definitely enjoying the map, definitely liking that things. You've obviously got I think there's a fuel station here next to us. Petrol station, gas station, however, whatever you want to call it. With a I suppose it's supposed to be Peugeot, but yeah, wouldn't be allowed to do that, especially with giants. So nip up to the other field. Whoa, whoa, whoa! I always have to remember I'm on the European map and driving on the right hand side of the road, not the left. Sorry, mate. But yeah, there's another grass field here next to the river that we could look to get. Like I said, we could do is buying that big field there. I think it's ties or sugar beets or something that was in it, and then possibly this long one that's ploughed up on the right. That would join up our ground here. We could then put a track down into the corner. I do like this little field with its little group of trees in the middle. I think this would make a cracking pasture. Place down a pasture fence. Just look good with the trees in the middle. The river winding round the edge of it. Yeah, just look good, I think. So it may be something we look to do in the future. We may keep goats in the big pasture at the top and maybe put sheep down here. So we can have some wool. I want to try and do as much as we can with many different bits and pieces. I haven't done really anything with animals on FS25. Certainly haven't done anything with the goats and buffalo, so it's a good chance to do that on this map. To set up well for it. We're getting there. I do like this vowel baler. As I said, I'd like to get a wrapper combo. I do have the Claas one on, the Claas dealership, and I seem to be sticking to Claas machinery at present. Which I do like. I used to have a Claas when I worked on the farm, and a 620 Arian. This is the 660 if I remember correctly. Yep. So I do like my Claas machinery, and one of the main local dealers up here is also a Claas dealer, so I do see a lot of them around in my neck of the woods. No, there. It's not going to take too long to bale up this field. We'll get the bales collected up for the next episode, and then we can look at what we're going to do next. We'll obviously need to lime and fertilise these fields. We'll have our other crop fields that we will need to work with to get them ready for planting. We'll need to look at the crop calendar, decide what we're going to do. Definitely would like to plant some corn in the future so we can get some maize silage. That big field at the back of the yard would be absolutely perfect. It's right next to the bunkers and it's a nice decent size. So I think that will be a goal for that one, is to buy that field and turn it into some maize silage, which is not something I've done very often. It's not something that in my area of the UK that happened is all grass silage. Probably 50-50 between bales and pit silage. So it'd be nice to do the maize silage. I have done it on multiplayer. So the like of going back to the Ko-fi sponsorship, that would be, if I was doing a big maize silage harvest, would be the type of thing where you would be invited to join in the recording of the video, or if I was live streaming it. Obviously it'll be a little while before that happens on this map, until we get enough ground and machinery to do it. It's worked well in the past when I've done it on American Falls and FS22. The guys that I had on that helping me out. It was good fun. So we're nearly there. I've had a few bales. I didn't actually look at the counter to see how many we've made. It should tell us how many we've made today if I go into the stats, hopefully. There must be maybe another 15 bales. Maybe more. See if it tells in the F1 menu. So we've made 54 in total. We have 20 odd in storage, I think. Could be more. So we've probably made about 25 bales would be my guess. 20-25. So that'll keep a few goats going for a while. And we're going to finish with needing 6%, which I'm sure if in the other field I managed to cut all the grass, because I did miss a big chunk of the headland and I never noticed it until I went back to ted it. But on that note, I hope you've enjoyed the video. I hope to see you all again soon on Pallegney Farming Simulator 25. If you haven't already, please hit that like and subscribe.